Thank you for tuning in this morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I missed my Bible study because wasn't at home. I had my cell phone with me, but my cell phone had died and I couldn't call in or nothing. So I just thought I'd do this broadcast. I would try to do it at 4, but I couldn't schedule it till 5 because Blog Talk Radios, they have so many people doing it. I guess between 4 and 5 you can't hardly get one in. It says it's always full. So I had to wait till 5 to do it. But I do thank each and one for listening. Those that's listening live, if you're still up. But like I said, you can listen to this anytime. So feel free to download it, share it. It will be on YouTube as well as Blog Talk Radio /Unstoppable60. Today's broadcast is on criticism. Criticism gets to the top. Criticism hurts tonight too. The Bible says, or the old Proverbs always said, that people would say all the time, if you got nothing nice to say, keep your mouth shut. And that's what we need to do today. Be careful who and what you criticize. Numbers 12, 1 through 16. Is it a family squabble? Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses. They were Moses' older sister and brother. Were they influenced by public opinion when people complained? Can people in high spiritual offices complain about their leaders? Miriam, a prophetess, Exodus 15 and 20, and Aaron, the nation's high priest. Miriam was the ringleader. Who's the ringleader that criticizes you tonight? The verse spoke against is famine. She received the most serious judgment. What motivated their sin of criticism? Envy. They wanted Moses' position. Jealousy. They wanted the power of Moses' results. Family strife. They were older. Racism. They pointed out her ethnic background. Criticized Moses because he's married an Ethiopian woman. Sin misleads. Was the ethic slur a cover-up for their selfish lust of power, or the reverse? The focus on Moses. Did Moses violate a Jewish commandment against that? Take heed, lest I make a covenant with the inhabitants. Take of the daughters, go a-hoeing after their gods. Exodus 34, 12 and 16. Could she have been saved out of the Egyptians who came with Israel? Was she a Costite, Hebrew term in verse 1, a tribe permissible for Israel to marry? Was she a second wife along with Zebra? Hence the criticism. Did Zebra die and Moses remarry? He had married. Critics say Moses didn't write it because of anti-humanity statement. Now Moses was very humble, more than all men who are on the face of the earth. The world says, if you think you are humble, you are not. The opposite is true. If Moses was indeed that meek, he would not presume to make such a claim unless he was inspired by the Lord to write it. God elevated Moses to the level of Abraham. Abraham, my friend, Isaiah 41 and 8. Moses, my servant, Numbers 12 and 7. David, my king, 1 Samuel 21 and 11. God's judgment on criticism. Watch your mouth. The Lord heard it, 12 and 1. And these the sins God hates most. These 6 things the Lord hates. Yes, 7 are an abomination to him. A proud look, one who sows discord among brethren, Proverbs 6, 16 and 19. The sister was the leader, but the brother was called first. The Lord came down and called Aaron and Miriam, 12 and 5. God's sense of humor, because Miriam criticized a black woman, God turned her white with leprosy. Leprosy was a twofold symbol of sin. Slow rotting of the skin till death. Attached the nervous system, making one insensitive. Sin makes one insensitive to God's desire for holiness. Miriam's skin was milky white, like a dead baby. Please don't let her be like a dead baby. 12 and 12. Intercession and healing. Aaron was the first to ask Miriam's healing. Aaron said to Moses. Aaron's confession began when he recognized Moses' position. Oh my Lord. 12 and 11. Aaron recognized his sin. We have done foolishly, in which we have sinned. 12 and 11. Moses had held no grudge or resentment. Please heal her, O God, I pray. 12 and 13. Public rebuke. Shut out of the camp 7 days. 12 and 14. When she was healed at Moses' prayer, act of separation end of 7 days. The 7 days of separation is consistent with Old Testament regulations. Leviticus 14, 1 through 32. Only case of leprosy healing until Naaman and later Jesus. 10 lessons about criticism. The most spiritual leaders can be guilty of criticism. Criticism begins when our pride makes us think we are either better or can do a better job. Criticism begins with a sinful nature and destroys our outer testimony. God hears us when we criticize. God judges our criticism according to its destructive potential. It's very destructive tonight. God, who forgives sin and uses imperfect people, may punish you because you harmed the person He wants to use. Ultimate criticism against God's leader is criticism against Him. You must seek forgiveness from the one you criticize. Matthew 5:23 and 24. Get the one you criticize to pray for your restoration. Be careful about losing the presence of God.